Yo, what's going on? It's Buckeye City Soul. Today on the Monday Midsole, we are going to discuss the Jordan 33, Space Jam 2, the new Sean Witherspoon, along with the new DJ Khaled shoe, and then a couple other things. And then also we have a special guest, John Colombo. Let's get it.
I'll text you. I'll send you a text, but I'll talk about this one right now.
Right.
This is Bean Burrito Gang.
Actually prepared.
Do it live. Okay. We'll do it live.
You're now tuned into the Monday Midsole with your host, and James, one-legged lister, Buckeye City Soul, and Molly Ball. Let's get the show started, fellas.
Yoga fire.
Yo, what's good? It's Buckeye City Soul, and it's Monday. It's 8 o'clock, a little after 8. We're a little late. We are Mawless, but we do have Mr. Marcus.
What up, fam? It's your boy Polos and J's. Often imitated, never duplicated.
Stolen.
Just like everybody steal from me, I'm gonna steal from everybody else. With that, I'll pass it over to my one-legged friend.
Okay. Hey, how y'all doing? It's Daniel. I'm your one-legged friend. Maybe your only one-legged friend. And I'm going to do the interview tonight. So please allow me to fuck this shit up. So we're going to get right into it. I would like to welcome my friend John. John, please introduce yourself.
What up, what up, what up? John Colombo here. I'm very, very excited to be on the Monday Midsole.
All right.
So,
man. I have a series of questions that I have been given by Molly Mall because he's the man with that kind of plan. And so the softball question, the one that we always give every one of our guests right at the beginning is, what got you into sneakers?
All right, so I'll preface with this, that I'm not the longest running sneakerhead in the world. Like, you guys are way more OG than I am. But I've always been into fashion and footwear, and more than all that, just culture in general. I feel super blessed to kind of be accepted into a fairly members-only community, or so it would seem. You know what I mean? But in a similar fashion to you, Daniel, when I got sober, sneakers was the thing for me. But more so than sneakers, it was the community, was the thing that really gave me new life in a way. So collecting caught fire for me instantly. And that shit, I mean, it was the spark fucking immediately. But all of the people that I was meeting were just so fucking ill. And I started to fall into these little cliques, and like the LA Airheads, shout out to them. Like, that's all fam, and Afro Kicks, and just all these people out here. I'm in LA, by the way. I'm a New York boy, born and bred, but I live in LA. I've been here for like 8 years now. So all my communal stuff is pretty much here. So there's no like one shoe or one moment or one thing that really got me into it, but being a Sneaker Inc. has kind of propelled everything forward for me as far as my momentum and movement within the community. I'm blessed to have a lot of friends that really either care about this thing a lot, or have immense knowledge, or they've done some pretty impactful shit. And I'm a storyteller at heart, and that's what I do. And so I get the chance to hear a shit ton of amazing stories. All the war stories, all the dope shit, all the heartfelt stuff. And so those are the things, that's what really got me into sneakers, to be honest, is really, really hearing everyone's stories. And on a communal level, like that shit is so important to me, like from a culture standpoint.
Right. So you are part of the founding members of Sneakers Inc. Now, tell me a little bit about what Sneakers Inc. is and does.
I don't know what Sneakers Inc. is, but Sneaker Inc.
Sneaker Inc.
Said, fix it.
Yeah.
You like an old man, like, what you got those?
SNKRINC. What does Sneaker Inc. do?
All right, so we're like a full-fledged media platform devoted specifically to the sneaker community and the stories that lie within it. So essentially what that means is we're basically building out like a Netflix style platform for sneaker shows, all original content. So what we're not doing is scraping the internet for random shit or doing what every other blog is doing. And all that blog stuff is very, very important to me, but that's not what we do. And we don't want to compete in that world of reposting press releases. I think there's some important stuff that some of the blogs do. Like I personally really enjoy it when Matt Halfhill will step in and do some journalistic deep dive on some shit at Nice Kicks. I think that shit is awesome. And Matt has become a friend over the years. And so there's certain people that do different things. But for us, we create content and we all every one of us comes from some facet of the entertainment world along with being a sneakerhead or something in that realm. So we have a whole bunch of shows and a whole bunch more coming.
So that goes right into my next question. So you have all these shows that are on all this content that y'all create. What is your favorite one on that channel?
I'm gonna have to say The Come Up, and that's our animated series. So that was just a dream of mine always, was to direct cartoons. And so I got to be the creator of that show along with the rest of my team. And I kind of had this idea that was loosely based off of another animated interview sort of show. But unlike that show, this one is kind of educational in a sense, where we go around to all the most, it's not just the most iconic people, it's people that I feel have really amazing stories. Some of them are iconic figures in, some of these Mount Rushmore guys and stuff like that, but other people are just the dopest motherfuckers that I know that have sick stories that most people don't have. So we have these people tell their story, and then we chop it all up and make them a cartoon. And that, being able to do that and take it out of that realm of like beauty and all that stuff that we normally shoot and just do something that's really fucking fun is dope. But the biggest thing for me with that show is that if I can entertain a kid and educate him without him knowing that he's learning some shit, then I feel like I'm doing my job as a cultural preservationist.
Cultural preservationist.
I mean, really, at the end of the day, that's a big goal of mine, is to be able to help propel things forward, but also preserve the past. And by doing that, it's telling those stories and having them be heard and listened to. So
I feel like that needs to be stitched on a pillow somewhere. I am
a grandma's embroidery.
Right. I am a cultural person. I don't even know what you said anymore.
Preservationist.
He forgot. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Adam Ellsworth.
Adam Ellsworth. Yeah. In the chat, our super chat. So every once in a while, we have the people that'll drop. Like Adam Ellsworth just dropped $10. And it just goes directly to the show. So shout out to the super chat.
Say what he said. When he got sober, he turned into sneakers. What do you think about sneaker addiction? How much does it control? How much does it?
How much control does he have buying, not buying?
Okay. All right. Good looks, Adam. To answer that question, I mean, yeah, I definitely, in one way, swapped one addiction for another. A more healthy addiction, I think. This shit is definitely not going to kill me. And like most, alcoholics or drug addicts, we like to rationalize things. And my rationale behind my spending and my control of that is largely based upon the fact that if the shit hits the fan, I could get rid of this shit and take care of my life if I need to. I can't pull the alcohol out of my stomach and sell it back to the corner store and try and take care of my life. So
yeah,
You know,
there's a serious, like, for me, because I got sober 3.5 years ago, and there's a serious compulsion sometimes to buy. But I understand what I'm saying. Like, it's a safer way for me. Like, I ain't never heard of nobody ODing on some sneakers, not once. You know,
not physically.
I have yet to get an DUI because I bought too many sneakers.
You can't overgo though. If you've ever seen "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker,"
Yeah.
G.A.P Spade.
Yeah.
I mean,
so for those who don't know much about how you got here, tell us how you got here. Like, you know, what's your story? Where'd you get here? How'd you get here?
how did I get here? Okay. All right. So I guess my backstory is I've been a music video director and a commercial director for the past 10 years, just about. And that kind of fostered all the creativity that I have. And that's, you know, immediately, you know, me being a filmmaker and a storyteller, you know, pushes me into the direction of being able to do this in the footwear space. But beyond that, that also led to a ton of relationships, thousands of relationships with, you know, artists and musicians and managers and labels and brands, from doing all kinds of product placements and integrations. And so all the marketing savvy shit and everything that kind of goes into that all plays a part in who and what I am today and what I do. And I've done some, you know, most of it is hip hop. That's where I started. I came up doing Wu-Tang and Dipset videos and shit like that. And, you know, grew into the CeeLo Green and Keisha Cole and, you know, more of the, you know, pop R&B in that direction. But I honestly, I did so much work with people that I was a fan of. It continued to let me love my work for so long. And then eventually I got a little bit burnt out on the music industry. And I think I got a little bit burnt out, period, in life. So when I hit the reset button, music was much less of a part of it. And sneakers really came in and swooped in and filled that gap of what I love and what I'm most passionate about. So regardless of how long I've been in the game and all that shit, like, you can't take a fucking thing away from how passionate I am about this shit. And that's what's so dope to me. And that's kind of what got me here, I would say.
I know you're a part of the creating force of Sneaker Inc. But what's the concept? Like, where did the concept come from?
The concept initially came from, our founder is Ivan, and he's a collector of many things, sneakers being one of them. And he was at I don't even know if I should be letting this shit out, but whatever. He he was at a car auction and was kind of inspired to be like, this is dope, but it's for like super rich, wealthy people. You know what I mean? How dope would it be to do something on a really cultural level, like with that same sort of energy and excitement as a car auction has, for like a more youthful community and without being such insane price points. And so the sneaker auction was kind of the initial thing that was like, we should really fucking do this and make something that's engaging and exciting and fun, and, you know, starts low and then goes to the big dog shit, but everybody could kind of get involved and really make this in real life experience for people. And then from there, and we all have a background. He came from MTV and Revolt and all that kind of stuff. And so famously known for, you know, building television networks. And I think everyone agreed that filling the void of kind of making a really dope sneaker network that was about the people was the shit. And so it went from this auction idea, which is still something that we do, but that just became like one little piece of something that's so much bigger and so much more important, you know?
Yeah.
That was the spark, though.
Have you, as an individual, thought about expanding out to YouTube or other media outlets rather than just your personal Instagram and whatnot?
I have. It's funny, man. For being a director, like I really should have been on the YouTube shit way more than I was. Like I was on it way early before anything was HD. So like 10 years ago. And I started to not be that excited about it because it was kind of like killing my babies, where I would put my videos up that looked so fucking dope, and then they would just look all pixelated and look like shit. And this is, again, this is forever ago. YouTube is fucking a monster and an amazing platform. But at that time, it was very hard for me to like see my images like that. And so I kind of slowed down on posting there. And then I really just went into a creative mode, and I wasn't as much in the business space of like, I should be posting this stuff and then getting all these views and monetizing it, doing all the dope shit that people have become rich for these days.
Right.
But I do have myself, our editor Dano, and then our good friend Steezus. We've been talking about doing a little show too, like just kind of like a little side thing. Like it might not be as polished and perfect as the stuff that we like to put on Sneaker Inc., but something I think is super authentic, and probably just doing it here at the crib and, bringing the homies in. I think Freehand Prophet wants to get involved. He wants to be on the show. And so we're talking about doing something kind of similar to what you guys are doing, but also probably guest-based, but not necessarily. Right. And really just for the fun. Like, I don't care if we get any views or anything like that. It's more just about, I love being around the homies and getting to like chop it up about sneakers.
Right. Which is generally that's how this started in terms of some other thing. And it's gotten to look all because of the hard work of Kev. So shout out to Kev and the engineering factor, because all the polished stuff they see on YouTube is, I have no idea how that works. It is magic to me. It's some Hogwarts shit. I guess so what's the end goal for sneakers? Like at what point are y'all, like, for Sneaker Inc., at what point are y'all like, this is it, we're here?
I don't know if this is it, we're here ever happens in anything in the creative world. I think that the drive to always continue pushing is what keeps you good. I feel like some of the other bigger giant monster conglomerate fucking networks have had that moment of, we're here, fuck you. And that shit comes around, because is it really that dope anymore? Are they really that true to the core? Do they have that community the way that they did in the beginning? Look at MTV. Like, that shit, they were there more than anything in the world could ever be there. And then they went so far from that. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as like future goals, I mean, I think that we are gearing up to, we had already built out our Roku app, and it kind of operates in a similar fashion to Netflix. You know what I mean? We can kind of scroll through the different shows and be like, oh, Camp James, season 3, episode 4, like in the very same vein of that when it comes to digital platform programming. And we're waiting to basically get Apple TV and, Amazon and PlayStation and all that shit done, and then roll that all out together, because that's something to where, like, I still like that traditional feeling of being on your television. You know what I mean? Like, everything is mobile, but I really love the idea of like being on your wall in your home or in your sneaker shop, and our sneaker porn loops are just running in the background, or all the cartoons, or just, you know what I mean? Like, I love that stuff. Like, for me, having it on here at the crib is ill.
And so I guess the final question is, what's next for you individually? At least my final question. What's next? What's next for you individually?
I am definitely going to be running more into the design world, I think. I got a little taste of that earlier this year, and that is now a tremendous passion for me. And not to take anything away from anyone who is truly, truly a footwear designer. This is more about me applying my ability and tenure as a storyteller in the culture into design, and kind of translating that. So, for lack of a better metaphor, it's just a different canvas. So instead of me painting on a screen, I'm painting on a shoe or a pair of glasses or a hat or some sort of apparel. And so but everything is storytelling related. So that's definitely like a new big goal for me.
All right. I'm gonna open it up to the panel because that's as good as I'm gonna get right there. That's my
good job, bro. Good
job.
That's
dope. So how did you know how to like put together the platform? That's like, I think that like it's dope. Like, everybody has this ability to do everything, but like, how did you go about doing it? Like, how did you get the knowledge to put that together? Because YouTube is pretty easy. If you can watch YouTube, you can figure it out. But I think that what you're doing is a lot more intricate.
Well, magic has been around for centuries, and that's how we did it. Nah, I'm playing.
Magic, yeah, no,
that's Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson is fucking literally been around for centuries. Dog. I don't want to get it. But well, we all kind of have a specialty.
Okay.
So our editor Dano is, you know, he's been collecting for like 15 years, but he's also a fucking amazing editor and story creator, and so that helps when it comes to like, all right, if we're gonna make a sneaker show, I have this amazing editor that really knows his shit. So if I send a crew out in New York, you know, and they shoot everything in the store, you know, he knows what to cut, what's a GR, what's a Grail, versus if I just had some rando dude, he wouldn't know shit. So like that's quality control standards over there. Creative, I come up with tons of ideas. Our whole team comes up with ideas. Ivan is he started Revolt with Puff.
Okay.
And was the creative director up there. So there's kind of like this, you know, my producer Jack is a pop culture fucking encyclopedia. So all these little things started to play a part, and we kind of formed like Voltron, and you know, and if we don't have the means to do something, so like no one on our team is an animator. So we found some really dope animators that wanted to do some shit for a culture brand that was really cool and did some dope stuff, versus going and doing some like, you know, fucking corporate logo or some shit that's garbage that they don't care about. Right. They'd rather animate Clark Kent talking about Japan.
I got you.
So we hire out.
I got you. So like, I mean, like it seems like you've got a lot of ends, you know, throughout the industry and things like that. Being a storyteller, tell us your favorite story, you know, related to sneakers
that I've heard,
that you've been involved in.
My personal experience.
Yep.
Okay.
That's on the spot.
That is on the spot. Okay, I'll give you one. I like the stories. For me, my favorite stories are the ones that where footwear brought me together with some other people.
Right. Okay.
They're not necessarily a specific like come up. I saw the spot and jetted over there and got the shit and got a wristband and then got in the raffle, and I was the last fucking number to get called, and it was my size, and it was free on top of it all, and it was like five months early. So that will lead me to one of my favorite stories, which is when I went to Tokyo this last time. It was maybe a month or two before that shoe came out officially, so official release. And in LA, we see them all the time, or we would see them all the time early, just because all Sean's friends are here.
Right.
And so, you know, up and down Melrose, it's all here all day. But in Tokyo, I knew nobody had that motherfucker yet.
Mm-hmm.
And so I strategically brought that pair with me. And on like day one, I wore that shoe in Harajuku. And I was like, you know, I don't know anybody here really, but I'm going to wear these, and hopefully this helps like draw in the community, and like I'll meet some people, because there's a lot of, you know, shit gets lost in translation. There's not a lot of, there's a big language barrier there, you know, but an Air Max is an Air Max.
Right.
There ain't no fucking other word for that. You know what I'm saying? So like that was going to be my little bonding thing. And I wore them, and bro, I kid you not, I was like Justin fucking Bieber. And kids were chasing me down in the streets, fucking trying to touch them and take pictures and shit. It was fucking crazy. And but it let me build with this community really quickly out there. And I'm like, you know, putting it into my phone and the little translator app. And I'm like, you know, when they come out, buy half size down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all this shit, like just trying to like bond with the kids and really like groove with them. But I turned this corner and I'm this older dude, you know, probably mid-50s, little Japanese dude, all decked out in Supreme and some Forces. And he stopped. He was like, "Oh, Sean Witherspoon." And I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" We start talking. And it just, this guy has the most amazing energy. And I'm just like, dude, he's such a fucking OG. Like, and he's got a bunch of bags from the shit that was on raffle. And I'm like, either he's got the hook or dude's literally standing in line. And it turned out that he's at every raffle, like still for the past like 25 years. And he's a reseller out there. But when he followed me on Instagram, he saw a mutual friend of ours, Dre, Croatian style. And so they've known each other forever. So instantly we had this little bond thing. And next day, he's like, he hits me up and he's like, "Hey, come, you know, meet me here." And then he takes me and Dano to Skiji, the fish market.
Okay.
And takes us out for this like lavish dinner. And we're like, wow, this is amazing. Then we start shooting this. I was like, fuck it, man. We came here, like, let's start shooting a little doc on this dude. Start shooting this doc to uncover like Japanese footwear community. And like what's different about the American community.
Right.
And the biggest thing there that we kind of came to was their deep-rooted traditions is so much different than ours, and that shit plays a big part. So like, you know, the respect that they have for each other when they stand in line is a deep-rooted thing. The way that they'll clean their shoes when they come home after they wear them every time is like some Bushido code samurai shit. Like you come home and clean your sword for like 6 hours after a kill. Like this crazy shit we were talking about. By the last day, and we had spent a bunch of days with this man now at this point, by the last day, me and my editor were like sitting in these hot springs overlooking Mount Fuji, like at night on our last night there with this old dude. And I was like, I looked at him and I was like, dude, like sneakers did this. Like we're here because of sneakers, and that's fucking ill.
That's awesome.
Like, you know what I mean? Like things like that. That shit is like everything to me.
That's what's up.
You know.
That's what's up. Well, that was definitely a good story. That fit the criteria.
All right.
That's
sure.
all. Marcus, you got any questions, man?
No, man. How do you follow it up with? I mean, with a story like that. That's a great story. So.
You just gotta let that one roll.
Yeah.
So Marcus, do you have we're gonna go through pickups first.
Yeah.
But I'll put you on deck with the what's coming out.
Releases.
All right. So, since nobody seems to be ready, I'll go first. I did cop the Pine. Everybody got them.
Yeah.
Ones.
Team Kap.
Yeah, I think we all got them. Like we all got both, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so.
All right, and then also shout out to the good folks at City Jeans Premium for the double up. Remember, make sure you check them out. They're super dope folks. And they may be a sponsor of the show soon, so stay tuned. And then also, I went to the dark side, y'all.
Oh no.
There we go.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
I talked so much shit about these, and now I have a pair. And I actually like them. I think what happened was I saw them too much, and I started liking them. I don't know. It's weird, but I dig them. I think they're all right. I don't like the 500s. I don't think I ever liked those, and I don't like what are those other ones? The Balenciaga Triple S. Like I'll never like those. But these actually look more like a sneaker, like an older style Adidas, as opposed to something
Look like an Oswego. Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to something that has a kickstand on it, you know, that you might play highlight or something.
Like a CD on your big ass feet.
Don't be mad because I got some big feet, because you know what they say, when you got big feet, you got big meat, nigga. All right.
Oh man, that took a sharp turn.
For the work.
Yeah, I was gonna say big socks, man. I'll go. I got So I got these right here, Acapulco Gold SBs. I love them. And I got the green pair in hand. I got a pair of the purple en route or two. I got the olive 9 and then the charcoal 9, and that finishes off my OGs 1 through 13 with an asterisk because Kev's here. Because Kev's always like, well, you ain't got this pair. You ain't got this pair. I know, but I'm working on that. And then these jokers finally came in today. So a lot of these, this isn't all like buying in 1 week. Like I've been waiting for some of this shit to come in. But these finally came in. I will say, if you get LeBron 16s, do not unlace them. Jesus, this was heartbreakingly painful. My fingers still hurt from trying to relace them. And then I got this shoe. Finally.
Jesus Christ. The rich get richer.
Yeah. That's all I got. That's it.
Well, you should have went last, man, because I have nothing compared to this shit. Got the pine green. Got these off the Foot Locker raffle thing, majig or whatever. The court perks I missed, and luckily I posted on IG that I was kind of disappointed. And man, when I did that, so many people hit me up. OG, I got you. I'm gonna look out for you. But my boy Slick Rick called me, and he said, "Man, I'm going to pick them up. I'm gonna bring them to you wherever you at." I was like, "Man, you ain't gotta do that." He's like, "I got you." So he went and picked them up, brought them to my job. I tried to get a man extra gas money in the hole. He wouldn't take nothing. So man, Slick Rick, that's a real dude. I mean, Dan, you met him. He a real genuine guy, man. Every time I see this dude, he got something for me. So I mean, appreciate that for sure. I mean, that's you don't see that too much. So, and then last but not least, I finally got the Paras, however you want to say it. Everybody know I've been on my Air Max thing, and I've been really wanting this shoe. So finally, my shoe of SneakerCon. That's all I got. I would like that Sean Witherspoon behind John up there. I'm sure you probably got several pair. What size is that?
9.5.
This is a 9.5 because you have to go a half size down with that one. I will show you guys the incredible the box. It's not gonna feel good through here, but the box on that pair before the general release, the official release, is incredible. It's the best box I have in my collection.
Huh. You got a nice box.
The quality of that box.
It's the best box you ever seen.
Nothing like some
Feel
good
it.
box.
Feel
Got
it.
the dust bag off that.
You
box.
can put whatever you want in it.
I too just got these. This was a fantastic gift from my friends at Nike.
I need some gifts.
So thanks, Nike Sportswear. That shit I really fucking wanted. Like I was dying, and I tried, and it wasn't happening. New pickups for me. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. While I was in Portland at the employee store, I got these.
All right.
Little 90s, chenille on there. Interesting colorway. I like that patch on the heel tab.
Yeah, that's dope.
Pretty dope,
That's a go to jail shoes there.
Go to jail shoes right there. I also got these little SB Air Force 2s, the Pac joints.
Yeah, they shouldn't call them that. I don't understand why they call them that.
Okay, look. This is a firm appropriation of some culture by calling these the Biggie and Pac joints, and I had got the other denim. I can't pass up some denim shoe.
But why is that a Pac shoe though?
Because they throw fucking blue paisley bandana on it.
I mean,
didn't he have a whole jean outfit?
Huh?
He had a whole jean outfit, right?
Yeah,
but so did Justin Timberlake.
The best, yeah.
Right. Well, these are the Timberlakes. But the big ones were a little bit more spot on to a specific fit as well, though that Summer Jam fit with the Tommy Hilfiger shirt, and they did that that Nike crest that looks like the Tommy Hill. I can't tell if you guys are gonna flame me for this or not.
We might.
Probably.
We might.
It's coming. If it's not here, it might be during the Gap.
It's definitely happening during the Gap.
It's going down in the Gap.
Oh, I liked it. I like those. I think those are sick.
Marcus got those.
I got the red. I want the black ones. I wish I would have got the black ones instead.
All right, so now when you guys see my hilarious choice for the Gap, this will make a lot more sense. This is exactly what it reminded me of. This is the adult version of this.
Shiny shoes.
He's like, click your heels together and go back to Africa.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
That was Chappelle, man. Realize that.
No. No, there's too many white people tonight.
Oh, God. Relax.
I'm 8.5% African, bro.
There you go.
Yep.
What's up?
Hey, certified.
Oh my God, we're getting real cringy.
Hey, the cops just gonna be like, "Let me see your ancestry.com." Oh, get him!
Typo.
I take my fronts out when I get pulled over.
Get real. Gotta get real white. Right. Real right.
Put on some Dave Matthews Band.
Excuse me, officer. Do you also like 311? Is that what you're going over?
What's coming out, man?
Hold on. Wait.
Look, Marcus. Oh no, we got a drop for it, huh?
It'll be ready when it's ready for you.
We ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, coming out this week. The first shoe that's coming out is a shoe that seems to go back and forth between people saying, "Oh, I want it, I don't want it." But the Fresh Prince 5 with the no laces.
I want them.
Can't wait.
You want them?
I want
them.
them.
I want them bad.
Yeah.
Bad? I mean, you want them bad? Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, because I'm gonna poke holes in them shits and put white laces in it, and they're going to be
Great 5s.
Yeah,
but you know they're gonna end up dropping the Great 5s in like 2 years.
Right, I'm just saying, like
I still want them.
One, I've seen the leather quality on them, like up close, and it's not this 2013 jank, right? But I really want that Nike Air on the back. Yeah, it's not like a heel tab. You can't go. You can send off the 4s and get a heel tab replaced. You can't send off the 5 and get the stitching redone. I mean, I'm sure you can, but it's just I'm not trying to pay for all that stitch work. So, like I've got to get those. And plus, they have that dope insole too.
Mm-hmm.
And the insole.
And that little tiny microscopic Philadelphia.
I have already got a picture planned. Like I am going to be wearing those, no laces. But these in the background and the Bel Airs in hand.
This is what I'm going to do.
Holding a picture of Uncle Phil.
If I don't get them, I am going to edit Nike Air on the back and take the laces out. And then I'll have
them.
Got him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just
don't like no laces. You've got the original Great 5s, don't you?
I don't have a Nike Air. I got just the regular Great.
But that's what I'm saying. Like how hard? I mean, like how hard is it going to be to poke a hole through it?
I mean, that's not okay. When you look at the 5s, there's not place to poke a hole. There's plastic right there. I mean,
it's filled in. So someone, I don't know what you're gonna need.
Well, I've already seen Frank Cooker. Yeah. On his page, he has a little hole punch, like a leather hole punch. And and he's running laces through them,
like a belt.
The original has plastic on the lace part.
I don't think those are plastic though. I think they're leather.
Right. So that's gonna be kind of tacky looking.
I don't know.
It would have to be perfect circular holes.
Pause.
Perfect.
Either way, I'm getting these O's. That's the thing.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to look at these Pharrells?
Those look stupid.
I think they look like a good girl shoe. Like,
I don't know what's going on with Pharrell and these changes he keeps making. The first silhouette he had was the best.
He's trying to bring them ice creams back. Them Air Barnum and Bailey's.
Let's
The Circus 10-5s.
But I mean, like, but ultimately, what I'm saying is these look like, I thought Kev was putting that Venom. I'm like, when did we get sponsored by Brisk? Like, when did that happen?
Don't look at that side of the screen.
So, like, I think these look like those Pumas, those dad shoe from this side with like Ultra Boost on it. I don't like them, but I can see why people would. I bet
they don't look bad, but the side, looking from, you know, if you had them on your feet looking down on them, they don't look bad from that picture. But
right, but that's the medial side. That's the medial side.
Yeah.
The medial side always looks weird. And they get the laterals. There you go.
Crusty.
Yeah, but I'm not like either way. That's the third shoe that he's put out with Adidas. So dude's making money.
I mean, yeah, he well, that second shoe is on an outlet shelf. So
yeah. I mean, I like the white pair. I think the white pair is the best looking. The white and green and red.
It's the less stinkier.
I mean, we don't need to zoom into it.
It's a less smelling fart.
And we got another Air Force One Flax coming out. Hasn't this shoe
another one?
Dead ass.
That's crazy, but somebody's buying them.
Somebody will. They buy.
Yeah. Oh no, they'll sell out in New York. I'm sure. It's fall.
Have you guys already talked about the Carhartts?
Have they popped up yet? Are they on here?
You've been here with us. I don't know how you would have missed it.
Not today. There were some leaks like a week ago. I don't know. You just got me excited with Forces. I love Forces. So
yeah, we're not really heavy on the Forces. Like for me, I tried to wear Forces because I wore them before I lost my leg. But you know, Forces they crease really bad and like very specific, you know. And so on my left foot, it's almost pristine, and on my right foot, it looks like I'm getting ready to rob somebody. You know what I mean? There's like, you know what I'm talking about? You
got them gas station Air Force.
Yeah, don't mess with that dude that Air Forces look like this.
Yeah,
because he ain't got nothing to lose.
Darren will steal all your ketchup packets.
So, what do y'all think about these trail things, Marcus?
The blue ones ain't bad. I know. I saw Jock was talking about these.
I can't do it. I mean, it look like a bunch of bungee straps. It look like a SUV going on a camping trip with a bunch of shit bungee strapped to the roof.
Like a Subaru Outback.
I think they'll sell out though. Like I think they'll sell out. I mean, they're neat looking, and there's that 270 bubble. I think they'll sell out. Like what was those other ones that just surprised me when they sold out? There was another
Presto.
No, it was a no, not the Presto. It was a trail shoe. Like maybe it was not the Supreme, but it looked like the Supreme ones.
The Terramara?
Maybe. They sold out. It looks like a Subaru.
The Brokeback Mountain.
You talking about I think this is I think I saw these on Hike Beast.
Hike Beast. Nice. Nice.
No, Jock Slade was talking about these. Yeah, they're all right. I wouldn't buy them, but
if somebody gave them to me,
I'd rock them proudly.
I think they're work withable. You know what I'm saying? Like you can somehow do something with them, make them look dope. I don't know. I ain't buying them. It's a waste of money for me.
I know I'm not buying none of these.
All right, so Jordan 7 Low. We got 3 colorways coming out. The first one is the Bordeaux. It's an NRG. So knowing that, it's probably going to sell out pretty quick.
Probably will.
Yeah, it will sell out. I think that this one I find to be completely disrespectful. I do. I think it's cool to have like the yellow and the purple, and maybe if they'd have done like an all blue or all red or some shit, but to take the OG and turn it into this, like, and the thing is,
it kind of got you though,
huh?
If you're going to introduce 3 lows, you kind of got to bring an OG colorway into it.
Yeah.
You can't just.
But can we get there? Can we get there? Okay, hold on. Can I reach them? I sure as shit can. So what pisses me off, right, is this is the last retro of the Bordeaux.
Right.
What do you see on the low that you don't see here?
The last release of the Bordeaux.
No, I'm the light gray on the midsole.
Yeah, it's the
right?
one before this one had the.
Right. So the original had the light gray on the midsole. This one has the light gray on the midsole. This one does not. And I thought like they should have released the Bordeaux like retroed it like with the remastered program, and then release these.
Well, they released the pair before the last pair, so that's why they came with the gray. Because every time they release them, they have to have a little something different. So I think
that's not quite, yeah.
So I think that was their thing to do it. But to me, it doesn't matter. Like I'm not a fan of these. And maybe over time I'll look at them and maybe they'll be not as horrible. But for the most part, I really don't. I have a pair of Jordan Lows on right now, but
can we look at the purple pair?
Yeah,
Marcus is already pulling it up. Like, so I was talking to Jenkins and Soul Play, I believe, got them here. And he said the quality is real good. I don't know. I mean, I think this is the best looking of the three. But again, and Casey asked, and I'm gonna post it or ask the guys in the chat or on the panel. How different would this conversation be if these were Travis Scott or Don C's?
It'd be tremendously different.
Yep. I mean, not as far as me liking them, because it doesn't matter. Like, if I don't like the shoe, I don't like the shoe.
Right.
Like, I'm not a big fan of the Travis Scott Air Force ones. It's not like I don't like them because they're Air Force Ones. They're basic. It's not something that I tried for. The Don C's putting out some bullshit. Like them Don's Cons, those are terrible. I'm done with Don C. I'm done with Don C. Done with.
Do not say that, because he might come out with something that you want.
Well, he better come out with something fire then, because this shit that he's got coming out now, I'm not on it.
Like, when do we get an all red Don C too? Like, that's really what I want. Marcus, are you feeling any of these? Like, is this something you're gonna do?
No, I'm no.
John,
if I bought one, I would probably get the purple because it looks the quality on it looks good. But no.
Yeah, those are all no's for me.
Yeah, I think it's a no too.
I'd like to see them in hand, maybe review them. I might go up to whatchamacallit and see if I can't review them there.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any on feet either.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can't even get those words out of my mouth. I find them to be disrespectful. That is 100%. I find them to be disrespectful, and I don't like it. So, yeah.
I can't. When you say it's disrespectful, just that's kind of the same thing you said about the off-white, and I just can't. I can't buy that. It's a shoe. You can't disrespect.
Right.
It's just
so the pair that John has behind his head, the Euro release, the Euro off-white one, yeah.
These guys,
I think. Exactly. I think that pair is dope. They took the Jordan 1 silhouette, put the off-white on it, but they didn't take from the originals, I don't like when they do crazy shit with the OGs. That's all.
But the car shoe is a shoe that they did crazy shit to, but you love it. So
right, but it's not an OG colorway, right? It's something completely different. They took a blank canvas. They took the 4, put it on a blank canvas, and did something different with it.
So if they did a cause in the original bread colorway, you wouldn't be on it. Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, you would. Yes, you would.
I really like cause though. I do really like cause. But I don't know. I would feel a certain way about it. It's like the Year of the Rabbit. Like, I don't like the Year of the Rabbit because they took the Hair 7 and made it into something weird. But anyway, that's just me and my stupid idiosyncrasies. It doesn't matter.
James Edwardson, you might be right. The original might have been the darker midsole, and then
no, it was light.
You
it
sure?
Was light. Mm-hmm.
Because I thought it was 2 for a second, but I know they flip-flopped it. They flip-flopped it from the last one. The last one had the gray, and then this one had the darker.
So I had the last release. The last one, and the original had the light. Me and Marcus had this conversation way back when, but I'm just gonna pull it up. I'm not watch me be wrong as fuck. No, see, I was right. So I don't know if y'all can see it, but see how the mountains are a couple of shades darker than the midsole. Like that's what I'm talking about. That light color, like the color of the suede was on the midsole, and then you had the mountains that were a black color.
Yeah, I had them. I just don't remember the difference. But I know that like before when they were called charcoals because they weren't Raptors, because the Raptors weren't in existence when they came out.
Right, yeah.
They look a lot different. Like they had they had like a ashy.
Right,
like,
so they weren't black.
Exactly.
It was a gray. It was actually closer to this shoe, which is a charcoal 9.
Right.
And which is why like the DMP pack Raptor is closer to the OG than the release Raptor is. But I'm sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent.
No, you're cool.
You're good.
I agree with you.
I don't
Anyway,
mind.
I don't like what they're doing.
I don't mind these foam posits here.
I'm not mad at them.
I'm not gonna buy them, but I don't think they look bad at all. I think they actually look kind of dope.
I bet on foot they look pretty dope.
Yeah, I just don't wear the foams.
How do you? Okay, a foam posit is already a large shoe, so for the most part, you're gonna want to rock it with some jeans. How do you pull that off with some jeans?
You gotta wear those with shorts.
White jeans.
You're gonna let your feet
White
look
jeans.
I don't wear white. I don't wear white jeans.
Like, you forget your time in the
black jeans.
I've seen these, and you know those like shiny, skinny stretch jeans that girls be wearing. They're not denim, but they look like denim.
Yeah, I know.
That's what these look like.
I'm not feeling them.
Like they're not like
they're
not like Levi's denim. And I think that would have been better had they gone like that Levi's denim, like that actual denim. I don't know how they would have been able to do that with the foam posit, but I think it would have been cool to see people distress them. And I don't think you can distress these.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I think
these look more like Lee jeans instead of Levi's.
Lee. They should have.
Shut up.
They should have put like some type of wheat. They should have put some type of wheat on them or something, so you could. I don't know if you could rock some type of khaki or like a skinny jean. Not the, but it's the black with the red and the black kind of like you can't really do anything with it because if you wear black jeans with that and then that black hits that black on the top and that doesn't look right. You can't wear jean with jean.
Yep.
So
unless you talk with Justin Timberlake,
right, or Britney Spears.
Yeah.
My question for y'all is, do you think Nike needs to vault the foam for a couple of years?
I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna buy them. Somebody's gonna buy them. They don't need to vault them.
When was the last foam that sold out? I think the last one was probably the Royal
or the Big Bang. The Big Bang
Royal sold out.
The Royal
Big Bangs did too.
The Big Bang sold out.
Probably that was like super limited though.
The All-Star, yeah.
I mean, I wore them and got $500 for my pair.
I mean, I have the best pair I have.
I just saw the All-Stars at the employee store in Portland, like kind of chilling on the shelf for 40% off.
Really?
Right.
Well,
I mean, because they're foam, but the employee store is something different anyway.
It is a little different, but it is still. It ain't like they're not putting the heat rocks really.
Spanx denim, yeah, it's that stretchy denim shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Spanx is what
keeps going back to that.
Spanx is what holds everything in. Like that's like
I'm just anyway. Is there anything else that's dropping?
That is all. Let me get off of this screen sharing because we are done.
All right, now we are. Let me go ahead and take off Marcus and watch out for the drop. Yeah. Welcome to the G.A.P, sponsored by 8 and 9 Manufacturing Company. Check out the link in the description for your 20% off discount. It's the G.A.P.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to your favorite part of the show. It's my favorite part of the show because I get to do the most talking. I'm sure you've heard this before. So the category tonight is a shoe that has yet to have retroed. All right. So a shoe that came out a while back, and you just really want to see it. Now this came from Tiffany, and this was a super difficult one for some of us. And then there's John. And then so anyway, the rules are this: gas gets you 2 points, ass gets you no points, and pass gets you 1 point. Now we all have two. We all have two gas. You can't gas your own shit. Those are the usual suspects. Y'all have as many gas as you want. Feel free to gas them all up, but I doubt that's gonna happen. You know, yeah. So we're gonna just jump on in. Shout out to Tiffany for giving us a unusual Gap topic. You know, like I thought it was really cool, but there's a lot of shoes that have came out over the years that haven't re-released, and I'm really looking forward to. So I'm hoping Nike's watching. If you're watching, let's get into it. This is the Gap. Kev, what's up first?
You are up first.
Yeah, I was saying it should be me because I was like ready. So for your entertainment or for your enjoyment, for your viewing pleasure, this is the Nike Air Max Tailwind 4. I really want this shoe. I couldn't find a lot of good pictures of all because there used to be so many dope colorways of this shoe. I used to have like 7 or 8 pair of these when they came out, and it was just I loved this shoe. And then they came out with like the whole Tailwind line for me was always just it was something different, and I really liked it. But so yeah, that's this is my shoe. All right, and we're gonna pass it off. Where did Father Time go, man? He's furthest to the left of me. There you go. All right, Marcus.
Ass.
I'm so used to Marcus giving this shit to me now. Like Marcus, damn near. Anyway.
What, dude? Okay, y'all know I'm.
You're good.
I'm on my Air Max thing right now, and I'm loving them. But this right here, maybe if I saw some other colorways, but I'm just.
I'm gonna find you a picture real quick and send it to you. Like,
please do.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to have to explain the shoe, but like
even people in the chat are saying that pick sucks. So maybe it's the pick. Maybe it's the pick.
I mean, it may be. I mean, like, but that's the colorway. That's the colorway that I love the most. It was a bread colorway, and the pick does suck, but it's hard to because this shoe came out in '99, so it's kind of hard to find the like a really good picture of them where they're in good shape, you know. But anyway, but yeah. So John, what you got?
See, I'm torn here because they're horrific. But that's coming from me but what I'm bringing entertainment factor when I come. So, but I'm gonna it's ass for me.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's like, brace yourself. I'm gonna pass on these. I had a pair of gray and blue, and I hated the way the toe box looked looking down on them. So I'm not gonna destroy it. I'm saving myself. Not this way. No, these are just they're all right.
Did you pass them or ass them? Hey, Cam, shut the door.
I passed them. Now you should have picked the other tailwinds. The
all fabric ones.
The one with the swoosh backwards on it. I think Camp Out picked them.
Right, but these are my personal favorite like tailwinds, and that's fine. I mean, like that's y'all. I mean, it's all good. But so anyway,
name. Sounds like a fart.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. So, Kev, did you pass it or pass it?
I passed it.
All right, so the usual suspects also passed it, so I walked away with 2 points. Next up, we got
Marcus with the Airship.
The Airship, the shoe that everyone always talks about as, the band shoe.
It is the band shoe, yeah.
These are all stories. We don't know all these stories, man. These are all stories. We don't know if it's really true or not. This is the shoe that's called the band shoe. And it's something that I've been waiting on. Is it a beautiful shoe? No, it's not. But it's just a story behind it. is the reason why I would love to have this shoe in my possession. So yes, the airship.
All right. So, John, what you got on the airship?
Gas. Instantly. Story. I'm a sucker for storytelling. And I think that shit is dope, regardless of whether or not it's all the way there or not, or hearsay or myth or fucking lore or any of that shit. I dig it. There's something there for me. And I think they do.
Yeah, I would like to identify real quick that yesterday, KB was rocking these. Not KB. Sorry to interrupt your shoe, but this is what they are.
Go ahead, man.
Oh, we already voted.
Yeah, no, I was just like, you know,
It's done. It's done.
I'm really like, if we can vote it. I mean, like, it's not for everybody, but anyway. So Kev, what you got on this pair?
All right, I'm torn because I gas it for the. I'm gonna gas it for the historical factor, but as far as the way that they look, they don't. I like the Jordan 1 better. I don't like the collar on these at all. They're different looking, and like they almost look like a Jordan 1. Like if you look at them, I mean, it's a gas, but close to a
buy it. Would you buy it?
I wouldn't buy this. I would buy the band just for the story.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'd buy it for.
Yeah, and like, so, this is a funky picture of them, but this is so, like, that's them.
Yeah, they look like
and the only way that I would buy them again is with Kev in that same vein, and I'm just gonna gas them because I feel like it's gonna come down to this shoe or the Red October regardless. And I've got to do something because Marcus has just been at me the past couple of weeks. Like I can't put up a damn thing.
No, man, you have.
No, you good?
Your taste has changed, and we've all watched it. We've all watched your taste in shoes.
Yeah, and you've definitely hopped on the fucking Air Max bandwagon that I've been on for a while.
I'm not mad at you for changing what you like, but you're more. I don't know.
I'm more what?
You're in a more weird shit now than what you used to be before.
Because I'm tired. Like it's the same shit. It's the same shit. Anyway, the usual suspects gave it a gas. So next up, we have.
Nope. No.
Oh no!
I was
You're
last.
saving yours for last.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We got the black. It's white. Michael Jackson.
All right, guys. Now, I brought this for entertainment factor. I'm a comedy guy, but at the same time, I'm gonna hit you guys with a little bit of storytelling. So, I think when these came out, I was 6 years old.
Damn, I'm old.
Yeah.
Sorry, Marcus.
No shit. No, don't apologize.
But I think I was 6 or 7 years old. And the only reference that I have for that is that my parents were still together, right? And they split when I was around 6 or 7. This is the last, I really wanted these bad. Like I was crazy about Michael Jackson. It was everything in the world to me. And these came out. Granted, I know we're talking, by the way, people were talking about an LA Gear children's sneaker. Okay. Michael Jackson collab.
You're getting vomit.
But wait, stop with the vomit. Listen.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Edward Scissorhands.
It's exactly really what it looks like. It looks like Edward Scissorhands.
It's like Gimp ones.
Jacket, yeah, get the G.A.P jacket ones. But listen, wait. This was the last gift that my parents got me as they were together. And so for some reason, it held a little place in my heart. And so if they came out, would I wear it? No. But would I have it and put it up somewhere? For sure. Do I think anybody's going to gas this?
In the
I think they should, because if they don't, and you know what? If you send vomit emojis on this, it means you don't like Michael Jackson. It means you disrespected my mother, and you probably racist.
Hey, but you can't wear these when it's lightning outside. You look like a rhinestone cowboy.
All
right, so-
pair of these.
Marcus,
So,
you had a pair of these?
I brought the story.
I never had these. I mean, and I remember when they came out. I remember I think there was a commercial or something for it. I can't remember how I first saw it, but I was like, I think I was in junior high when these came out, and I was a huge Michael Jackson fan. I wore the freaking leather jackets, the penny loafers, the high water pants, the whole nine.
But not these.
I was not wearing this shit. Wasn't gonna happen. So it's ass. I mean, I think this is probably the biggest ass that I've
ever seen
on the show. I mean, it's just
These look like they sound like a superintendent with 20,000 keys. He running down the street. These look like they've got 1,000 security mirrors all over them.
Okay, so it sounds like so far, Ed, the child inside everyone is dead. Keep going.
No, look, I dig the story because like my favorite shoe comes from the first shoe that I got when my parents split. Like my parents, like I wasn't able to get, Jordans or anything, but when they first split, I was able to talk my mom into getting me the Bred 4s. So I definitely appreciate the story. However, for pure aesthetics, these are the worst I've seen.
Yo, somebody wrote.
The comment section is brutal.
These are the shoes that you put them in a dumpster, and then trash man goes and finds them and leaves them outside, like you put a tire in the trash.
Somebody wrote this shoe was the item to split in the divorce.
So
taking him and these shoes.
Oh my god!
So these the usual suspects gave it an ass. Actually, they gave it the little vomit emoji guy.
Okay.
But so I'm not gonna let you go home with no points. I'm gonna give you a pass. So here's the deal.
Bro.
I loved Michael Jackson also, right? But my mom had bought these particularly for me. Because I loved Michael Jackson, but my dad had bought me the white cement 3s, right? Because these are this pair and the white cement 3s are my first pair of sneakers I ever had in my entire life because I had to have corrective shoes, right? Because I was a fat mother. Well, I am a fat, but I was really fat then too. So anyway, my whole life, man. It made I had really big bow legs, right? So. Anyway, my dad bought me the white cement 3s, and I never wore these. But I had them, and so because I've had them when I was young, I never wore them. I kept them like on a box, and I had a little Michael Jackson action figure, and it was all a pass. It's a pass, but I can't give it a gas because it's a fucking horrible shoe.
It's terrible.
These came with a metal baseball stirrup.
This is why Prince is a better entertainer than Michael Jackson because he would have never allowed shit like this to come out with his name on it.
Prince probably would have came out with a
but it was so I was doing some research on this shoe just now. I'm trying to figure out when the date was. And Michael Jackson got 18 point some odd $1 million for this shoe. And there were 3 pair. There was a white pair,
and
a red pair, and a black pair. But yeah, so John, cool story and all, but you get 1 point from me.
I love that story.
Is that the lowest score ever?
Yeah.
All right, good. See, I came here to break records, people.
Can somebody find me a red
I kind of robbed you of your 0. Which would have, anyway.
Monday Midsole history.
And look, that's what I came here to do, people. I came here to make history.
Here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to retract my pass and go ahead and drop that ass on it.
Set that ass on it.
Yeah, so you get a 0, so you hold the lowest.
Thank you.
But apparently I'm working on trying to get there too, as per Marcus.
You didn't do too well, but I thank you guys. I appreciate that.
I
This
mean
is
that
what I
with
came
all
here
due
for.
respect.
Yeah. Clearly, I didn't choose this shoe for, the purposes of winning.
Right.
You're a team
Like
player.
here.
All right, so Kev.
It's a Yeezy 2 Red October. I mean, I think we all want them, right? You don't want them? Nobody.
I'm gonna get him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get 'em.
I don't want to pay
Eventually.
what I want them to come out again. You can do whatever you want to make them different. So everybody who paid whatever money they had for these, but if as long as they look similar, I'm all in. So these are gas.
You know they glow? You know the red glows
They do?
on the outsole? Yeah, it's so dope. I didn't know that until I saw Mike in his pair. Anyway, Marcus.
All right, these gas. I remember the day they dropped. I was at work and I got a text. I don't know what I got. I got a message on my phone and said they dropped, and I lost my mind trying to get these damn shoes, and it didn't happen. But yeah, this a gas. It's on the top of the grill list.
Yeah, for sure. John.
1,000% gas.
For sure.
Yeah, that's.
I'm
that's
seeing
it.
a lot of
That's
pass, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Really?
They all haters.
How old are these people?
He said there's too many fakes out there. We talking about they come back out, man. We ain't talking about no fakes.
Yeah, the whole purpose of the thing was to have Nike re-retro or to retro these because they've never been retroed. And so for
Do you
me,
think they have the ability to do that? Do you think?
yeah,
of course.
like
Right?
I feel like Yeezy probably had minimal input on the creation of this shoe. There's nothing in either one of these shoes that is brand new.
Anybody who passed
Do you think they are?
What's that?
But do you think there's some legalities and red tape and contractual that might put a stop to something like that?
I think just
Or do you think Nike has the full stranglehold no matter what?
Nike, well, it's part of Nike's. I mean, that's an Air Tech Challenge bottom,
right? And then you have the like. So I mean, I think the only thing they really have to do is get rid of on the ones is get rid of the Yeezy. Because he does that is a trademark thing.
That's
so I mean, like you take any way of the trademark, you still drop the shoe, GR the shit, and it's still a dope pair. Like,
and then we all get one,
right? And then it's still a dope pair, and I think they should. And this shoe is super fire for me. It's a like a mega grail. Like it's. So I have 5 more pair to get on the Yeezy spectrum, and those are my last 5 pairs of sneakers that I'll buy. Like that'll be it,
Oh Lord!
What? No, I mean like
with that. Please stop.
These are like my end game things. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go for these, it's my end game.
No.
You're done. Like no one says they're done. This sounds like some morbid shit, bro.
Right. I mean, like I've given up on the list. However, what I will say, to the effect on that list that I made, the only pairs I do not have is the Cool Gray 11s and the 5 of the 6 Yeezys. Anyway, this is a gas. The usual suspects. I see in a lot of pass, but there's definitely more gas than there is pass. So, in the end, what we have.
You just wanted a tie. It's more pass. You just wanted a tie.
You can give it to Marcus, man. Everybody's hating.
So I'm going to elicit John. John, Fresh Kicks, are you in the house? Is he in the house? Y'all know if he's in there? Yeah, I thought so too. He is. Shout out to John. He's my scorekeeper for Friday Night Lights. I want to see if he's in here. You here, John?
You people
anyway,
are my friends.
So
hate you.
John, out of these two, hey Kev, can you put up Marcus's shoe?
Yeah.
I hate picking G.A.P.
Go ahead.
You'd be all right.
I already got the G.A.P. We got the G.A.P. for next week. We already talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already picked.
All right, so I'm trying to. I don't even remember what Marcus's shoe was.
It's the airship.
Oh, the airship. Oh, all right, cool. So the question is, and what I posed to the usual suspects is the Red October the Yeezy 2, this is the silhouette in general, or the airship, what's it gonna be? So pick one or the other. John, do your best to try to keep count. John C. John C. That's fine. Anyway, which one are you picking?
Colombo.
Colombo. Which one are you picking? You picking the
I gotta go.
Yeezy?
The Red Octobers.
Right. And I too we're gonna go to the Red October, but what I want to see, I want the usual suspects to pick it. Because I feel like we're biased and there was a lot of past in the usual suspects. But I feel like as compared to the Ship or the Easy, I'd like to see what they have to say. John, I know John's over there spazzing the fuck out right now. God bless his heart. He work hard. He does a really good job for me.
I think I pulled.
Yeah,
I can look at it and tell.
Yeah.
These are the most floppity ass people. A minute ago they passed it. Now they pick.
Well, in comparison to
GG,
the airship or the Easy 2, I mean, I feel like
y'all ain't cool with me no more.
Hype beast motherfuckers.
And even
but
if
you'd rather have
drop, which one would you pick, Marcus? Honestly,
if you
can have either one for free.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying.
No. Okay, there are Red Octobers out there. You know what I'm saying?
But these are going to come out. These are coming out.
I could purchase them. There are no airships.
They are coming out.
They're coming out.
But we've been saying that forever. There's a whole lot of shit that's supposedly coming out that ain't coming out.
These are going to come out and they're going to sit just like the 1.5s. Facts. If they don't make enough, if they make a bunch of different colors in these and they put them out like the 1.5s, they're going to sit.
Yeah, I think the only thing they need to do is drop the band pair
that's
with like
in Chicago.
And then, but then I think but that's the only pair that they need to make NRG, make them limited, and then the rest of them they're gonna drop, and it's gonna be nauseating. Anyway, the Red October wins.
This pair's not selling though. Like just like the metallic red went on sale.
It's not gonna sell. So anyway, let's get into the topics, man.
Topics. You motherfuckers. Topics.
What happened?
I'm talking about some of these people. Anyways, the first topic is Jordan had unveiled their Jordan 33 last week. We got to see a few colorways. I was able to secure this picture that has 5 of them. I'm a fan of these. What do you guys think about these? Not all of them. Two of the 5 I like. The other 3,
Well, me personally, I have no reason to buy a Jordan 33, 32, 31, or any of those because I don't play ball.
Right.
So it's not a fashionable shoe. It's not something I would put on and say, hey man, this looks dope with my fit. So yeah, I'm not feeling the shoe at all. I mean, it kind of reminds me of a Durant with a little LeBron thrown in there. It just basically tells me that Nike is shitting on Jordan and saying, y'all keep releasing this trash because it's just going to make the LeBron silhouettes look better and nobody else is going to buy this other stuff. So,
well, I mean, like, I don't play ball and I don't particularly care for this shoe, but what I can see is more influence from Nike basketball than what has been with the 32, the 31. You know, this looks like it could fit right in with the KD, the LeBron, the PG. Like it could fit right in with that group.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like maybe there's some better tech involved. I don't know, the sole is the same, right? The outsole, and it has that full zoom pad in the outsole, and I don't know. I wish Maul were here because Maul knows the tech stuff, but I'm not up on it. Kev or John?
Go ahead, Kev.
No, I really like them. I mean, and I still hoop, so I'm excited to to play in them and see, you know, how they do perform. I actually like the aesthetics of these. The white pair that everybody had, as well as the triple black. I mean, I think that I could rock those. And I heard that they were gonna bring the elephant print out, and if you put a red pair out, I'd probably buy those too. I'm not a fan of the Asian release, the emerald or whatever color. I don't like those at all. Even though I like the materials they used on it, that green just makes the shoe look cheap. The black and blue, and then the other rainbow color, I'm cool on. What are you gonna wear? Like, I can't ball in that. Like, I don't know. But the black pair, I think, is slick. I think it's clean. I'm excited about some of the technology that they used in it. And I'll definitely be getting a pair. And, you know, people don't like them. That's cool. The 170, they're 175, with $10 difference. The 32s were trash. I bought the red pair to ball in, and they didn't hold up. So I don't know. I'm excited about these.
I'll jump in. Not a huge fan, but very, very interested with the tech. So we definitely have a saying around the office, to quote my boy Dano, I want to stick my foot in that. I'm very curious about that technology and that whole lacing system. Like, we got a chance to, so we were looking at all those original sketches and prints from the technology breakouts, and we were kind of, I didn't realize that the lace system was that kind of intricate, and then that whole piece at the bottom, that weird clicking wheel scenario. And to me, the flyest thing about it is that little eject tab thing.
Right.
The fact that it functions is really dope. But to me, that's from a storytelling perspective, probably the only potential storytelling piece on here is that tab in regards to, you know, flight suit and flight eject seat and all that kind of shit that would go into like flight and air. In that way, to me, that's the only cool tie-in that has like a little element in that way. But the fact that it functions and actually releases the tension so you can get your foot back out is pretty dope to me. As far as the colorways go, and I think we were all kind of waiting to see if there was going to be a serious nod to the Jordan 3, just based on the nod to the 2.
Right.
But that back tab and the tongue are like deconstructed, reminiscent versions of the back tab and the tongue on the 3. I do like that Chinese version because I'm a sucker for quilting and aqua. And I like whatever the fuck that is on the on the left tongue. I don't know what that is.
It's sail and that aqua.
And then it looks like a premium.
Super dope.
Yeah, and that's definitely it looks like a premium material, like suede on that heel panel. Yeah, so there's a couple things in there for me. The other colorways I am not feeling.
I think I go ahead. Sorry, Kev.
No, one of the things, like, I'll just kind of talk about this as far as hooping, not having to do anything with the laces. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to be out there, and if you need to tighten up, it's quick and easy. You don't have to get down and tie your shoe up. Because I play ball in LeBron 15s right now, and every now and then the laces do come off, you know, or, you know, so you got to get down there, tie, and they come right back on, you know, tied again. So I think this is gonna be dope. I mean, this is kind of like similar to the Puma disc system, I think, but cooler looking. It doesn't have a big ass fucking record player on the front of your foot. Go ahead, Daniel. My bad. Are you back? Is he gone?
He's out.
He gone. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people, they don't like him. That's cool. Do y'all ball? I'd be interested to hear that. Because I mean, if it's aesthetics, then I think back in the day, Jordans would come out and you didn't really know if you liked them or not until you saw people wearing. You saw Mike wear them, then you like, all right, I see what's going on. Because when they first came out, you're like, 'cause that's how I honestly was like that with the Concords. When I saw the patent leather, I was like, I don't know. Then I saw people wearing them, and I saw Iverson balling them and Jordan balling them, and they became one of my favorite shoes of all time. So we don't have anybody to really watch play ball in these and perform at a high level. Westbrook's not wearing these. He's gonna be wearing his trash shoe, whatever the hell they put in.
Melo was wearing them. I think I
Melo?
I think I saw a picture of him today with these on because they did a hold on.
The media day.
Yep, he does have them on the at the media event. Yeah, if you see, I don't know if y'all can see here.
No, it's like too bright.
It looks like the.
Turn your brightness down.
Is that a dick?
Oh, wrong pick.
Yeah, Poindexter, you're right. Yeah, the golf shoes. That's what Jock Slade was talking about. That BOA system that they have.
What about?
But
Yeah,
the lace is
it's
not,
definitely a
it's
dick.
not flywire. It's like a parachute cord.
But I think it's. I'm glad they didn't go with like the subtle nod to the 3.
Mm-hmm.
I know they tried to do it with the 1. They tried to do it with the 2, and I don't think it was very successful. But I think this shoe looks like a new basketball shoe.
Right.
And even though like I don't particularly care for them, I'm not saying that they're hideous. They're not ugly. I feel like that top left colorway is reminiscent of like Olympic.
It's like a diamond turf, like a Deion Sanders almost colorway.
Right, and I feel like they have potential to be a dope shoe. I mean, like I just don't know. I can't wear it. Like I would like to see it in hand. I'm never gonna buy it because I don't want to have. Because I feel like if I buy a 33, I've got to buy 15 through 33.
Right.
And
Kevin, I just emailed it to you if you want to try to see if you can pull it up. I emailed you that picture of Melo, but that tongue is too fucking high, man. It's ridiculous. I mean,
I can't get into it now,
right?
Because I don't have the thing. I closed out of it.
But isn't the 13 high? Isn't the 13 tongue kind of high?
Oh, this is worse.
Oh, yeah.
It's bigger, man. I mean, it's like because it stands out from the shoe, like it's like 2 inches.
Text me that shit, man.
I think it's just as high as the LeBron 16.
I don't know. I'm not.
That like, triple black, I think, is dope, though. I mean,
all right. So the LeBron 16 is not that high.
It isn't. It looks like the tongue is higher.
No. So
because this is like a mid. This is like a 3/4 cut, like a.
So the 9. The 9 is higher than the.
Yeah, this Jordan is way taller than that. That's not bad at all. I like it.
No, so I put them on today, and I will tell you that the 16 is not like the 15. Like it's tighter. So, whoa,
it's tight.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that shit go way up.
Yeah, it's
shin guard.
Hold on.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, like maybe this works right here.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that's like, that's that man's shin right there. I think I'd like to see it in hand. I'd like to hear some reviews about how it works. Like, I have nothing from 14 and 28, but I have 29 now. I don't play ball. I would like to see them in hand. I try them on. I mean, but what I do know is that my son is really excited about this shoe, and his friend who plays ball is also really excited about this shoe. And I would not change my mind if Off-White. I feel like Off-White would just make it worse for me. Are we going to talk about that other shoe? Was that in our topics?
Oh, the other Jordan with the one Flyknit 1 encased in the
it's like the Element.
Yeah, it's got a Flyknit. Yeah, it's got a Flyknit 1 underneath like a transition out coat or something like that. And with the with the element, or was it? Is it element bottom?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now.
If you can pull it up,
the like React, yeah. Oh God, where would I even go? There it is. All right, so let me see. Open link and new. Open.
If they were Off-White, they would sell out. Like Off-White, they would sell out because people are buying Off-White blazers, and nobody like blazers.
I like the blazers, man. I do. Like the quilted blazers are dope.
I actually got a pair of blazers.
Ugh,
Yeah, blazers are dope.
I hate them.
I think you have to wear them right. Like, and that's why I don't have them is because because of jeans. Like I feel like blazers only look right with jeans, and they have to sit like directly on top of them. And y'all know, like my jeans don't, because of that fake leg, like they always fall over, and it hurts my feelings. And I'm just not as cool as I would like to be.
I think blazers you can only wear if you're one of the orphans on the Warriors movie.
All right, so so I don't know. Can y'all get like? Unfortunately, this pick is kind of.
Fuckers don't watch no movies.
But so this is it. I've seen the Warriors.
The Warriors is my favorite movie. My second favorite movie.
So this is actually this is one of the colorways that are coming out. And there's also like an orange style, like an undefeated style colorway. And it's got that clear, that transparent thing that seems to be a wave right now that all brands are, not all brands, but like Nike is just throwing it at everything like they're fucking darts.
Can I take a second and talk about that, or do you want to come back to that?
No, go ahead.
Do it right now.
Okay, so
Let me lock it down.
so from the business of sneakers side of things, the most profitable division at Nike is socks. That is the most profitable division at Nike. And all this translucent stuff, which is super fucking dope. Some of it, I really fuck with the Element 87s. But this is marketing, guys. This is them looking at how can we sell more socks since it's already our most profitable space. So let's go into translucent uppers to where a sock is now elevating the shoe so that when I buy a sock, or I buy that shoe online, or I buy that shoe in store, I am way more apt to buy a sock or multiple pairs of socks along with it. And that being said, we are going to see way, way more of this than you're even seeing now. This is a big, big move for 19.
Well, so I when two of the panelists that we have, normally like Ma and Marcus, both have a ridiculous sock game. Like it's kind of their thing. And Ma went and got to the LeBron, the icons had that like clear panel on it.
And the John Elliott's.
Yeah. And they look, it looks really good. And I can't do the sock thing because I could do it on one foot, but it doesn't look right. I can't wear a high sock on a metal leg. Like it just don't work, so anyway, I hate that shoe. I do. That Jordan Element shoe.
Yes.
I think it looks saggy. I feel like I'm hoping that they do something better, maybe tighten it up. It looks like some saggy stockings. Like I hope that they do something more with it, like tighten it up, make it look better. But I like the fact that Jordan is changing it up. I feel like they took, instead of going with what they did with the 31 and the 32, they just started from scratch and tried to do something different. And how long has it been since they've made a new lifestyle shoe?
Well, they always make those terrible things.
But it's been a while since they've made a new one. Right?
Nobody really wears the ones that they have.
Right. There's the Future, and then
unless you go to Burlington Coat Factory.
Right. But so yeah, anyway, I'm glad to see Jordan's trying to do something different, because it wasn't this time. Like 2 weeks ago, we were talking about how Jordan's doing the same thing consistently over and over again, and it hasn't been whatever. Kev, you still good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, never mind. I know what you're doing. So anyway, you know, I think it's cool. Marcus, final thoughts on this topic before we shift out? Anybody?
No, I'm not a fan of the Jordan 33, and I'm definitely not a fan of these new clear shoes. I don't like them. I wish they would stop. I mean,
Jellies.
Jellies.
So what's up? What's up next?
We're gonna talk about Space Jam 2 with LeBron James.
Yes.
What do you guys think about that? I'm a fan of it. I mean, the movie, like I tried to watch the first Space Jam. I mean, but I, you know, like I got kids, and I mean, well, my 2 older kids are probably past wanting to watch Space Jam 2. But my new daughter will probably at some point want to watch it. So, I don't know.
will you buy a ticket and go to the movies to see Space Jam 2 when it comes out?
Fuck no, baby. I got a Fire Stick, dog.
It's one of those things.
Man. Go ahead,
Go ahead, Dave.
No, you got it. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say, you know, growing up being a huge Michael Jordan fan, I wasn't a fan of the first Space Jam. I mean, it was what it was. It has its place. You know, it's something that probably needed to be done, but did we really need to do it twice? I mean, of course, we got to give LeBron his recognition because he's, you know, the second after the GOAT. You know, so you got to put him in that place to, you know, to get to that legacy, to get to that point where he can say, yeah, I'm the GOAT. Is it going to make big money? Of course it is. It's LeBron. It's fucking Looney Tunes. It's going to make big money. To me, it's just something that wasn't really needed. You know,
he's in another cartoon too coming up.
I mean, he's had cartoons before. He's been involved in, you know, anime.
He's got
products.
like a brand new one that's gonna be at the theaters. I think coming up soon.
But, I mean, I think he's got young kids, man. He's about to cool. He's a basketball player. I mean, like his kids, they're still his dad. But if they get the opportunity to go and see him in a movie theater, like I feel like he has to do this. And I feel like it's really, really cool. Like I think it's you know, like I like what's going on with LeBron right now. You know, I feel like there's been a shift since the last ring run, you know, and what he's doing. Like I don't feel like he's chasing rings right now. I feel like, you know, he was talking about the move to LA was a business move. He's moving out there, trying to prep his son. You know, he's building a school. He's getting into movies, and you know, I mean, like, and I'm sure a lot of the motivation is for his kids. I'm sure that a lot of motivation is, you know, like, and plus, I'm stoked to see the Space Jam shoe that comes out of it. And if they're gonna make a Bugs line, you know, like how cool would it be to get a Bugs, like a Hair 8, if they, you know, gave Bugs Bunny a shoe, you know, like, I think it's amazing. I think it's really cool, and I think it goes on to say that, you know, he's more than an athlete. Like this man is diversifying. He's, you know, like let's get into movies, let's get into making a school,
TV show.
I love LeBron James. I'm a big fan. He's, you know, definitely my favorite basketball player.
I honestly don't know how good the movie's going to do because we're in a different time. Back when Space Jam came out, you know, you'd go get books at the library to read about Jordan. You would pop in a VCR. Right now, all you have to do to watch LeBron is get on Twitter. You can get on YouTube. You can get on anywhere, and you have access to him. So I think that the limited access you had to Jordan, you were going to go and watch that. You were going to go and watch him on Saturday Night Live be the worst actor ever, but it was Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So like LeBron, you know, he was on Trainwreck. I don't think really many people went to go see LeBron. Now, had that been 30 years earlier, and they're like, oh, LeBron's in this movie, you know, even if it's for a few minutes, people would have gone and seen that because his impact is different. I think people take him for granted because they have accessibility now.
I have to disagree. I mean, I think, we look at Trainwreck. Nobody really saw that. Nobody knew that was a LeBron movie. So, I mean, it really wasn't. He just played a part in it. he wasn't
But-
really fully advertised.
But when Jordan cameoed in a movie, you would go see it.
I
Or if
probably.
you- yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this movie will do much better, even if you look at the finance, the money then compared to the money now. I think this movie will do way better than what the original Space Jam did. I think.
I don't know. I mean, I think that numbers are down with people being able to have like Fire Sticks and stuff like that because
movie market though, man. If you look at stuff like Avengers and stuff like that, killing the box office, Fire Sticks don't. People want to see stuff like that on the big screen. I mean, what if let's say that they do it in 3D? I mean, that's going to make the money even greater. I like to see certain things on the big screen.
You're telling me that people aren't going to take their kids to see a movie they loved as a kid redone by their kid's favorite basketball player?
it's possible. Like movies are different now, though, man. Like how many movies do you go to, and when you go to a movie, do you have that same security that you had back in the 80s and the 90s? Like,
what do you mean, like worried about people getting shot up?
Yeah, I mean, like there's different things that like at the back of your head. Like I go to a movie and I don't get like 100% comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And not like you should anywhere you go. But it's something that's at the back of your head.
Not for
John,
me. I never.
We ain't let John talk about this topic yet.
Okay.
John, sorry to cut you off, Marcus.
I mean, you guys have really touched on a lot of it, but I definitely, I don't know if I'm going to the theater, to be honest. That's probably a no for me. But I am really about a lot of the things that LeBron is doing right now. He doesn't really have a mark on him as far as I'm concerned right now. And that's just that's him as a person and an entrepreneur at this point and a philanthropist. So to me, that shit is like way dope to me. Am I interested to see footwear come out of this? Hell yeah.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, I just hope that there is a 68-year-old Bill Murray in the movie.
Yes. Yes. Marcus, I'm sorry to cut you off. What were you saying, Moss?
No, I just think that, you know, because of who he is, you know, the starter he is, and of course, again, it's a Looney Tunes movie. I'm sure the animation is going to be top notch compared to, it was great animation in the original Space Jam, but it's going to be even better today compared to that. I think this thing is going to do some huge numbers. You know, I mean, of course, LeBron is the most loved, most hated athlete probably in the history of sports, but as a person, I mean, I think he's one of the best businessmen in all of entertainment. You know, looking at what this man keeps putting his hands in. He's putting his hands in safe things. He's putting his hands in things that's helping build the future, but he's also making money out of it. You know, so with that, I put him head and shoulders above Jordan. You know,
he's creating wealth for not only him but for his family, and I love that. Exactly. I love that.
And that's the thing I love and appreciate about him on the court. In my opinion, he's second to Jordan. Well, he's third to Kobe, in my opinion, on the court. Off the court, he's above everybody.
So I agree. I can agree with the fact that, you know, he may be third to Kobe, but he's my favorite basketball player.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
that's what I mean. Like, and I'm not saying that he's better than Jordan. I'm not saying that he's better than Kobe. But anyway, what I want to know is, who do y'all think is going to be the pro stars?
Steph Curry, Draymond Green.
Like what? The whole Golden State Warrior clan? Like,
I don't know. I saw an illustration with them.
Yeah,
on
it was Golden State on it. Durant, Draymond, Curry on the illustration. But
I hope they do better than that.
I mean, I would say Anthony Davis would be good. You got to get Harden. You got to get Draymond. You know, probably freaking Kyrie.
Yeah. Well, I think anybody that has like specifically like Harden, like, you know, like he has like a very unique move, like the way that he moves, the way that he does his shots and stuff, that like thing, you know, like
stopping and cutting.
Yeah, so cutting, jumping, and shooting. Anyway, are we gonna can we hit the 2 new shoes that came out?
Yeah.
All right, the leaked images, because we got 10 till.
All right. Above we have the Sean Witherspoon, whatever you want to say.
Witherspoon. Weather. Yeah.
Van Schlitzel, this Witherspoon. And then we have DJ Khaled, another one. Father of Assad.
Right. Yeah. So they are. Right before we went live, both of these pictures dropped. The Father of Assad 3s they look like they're on the line of the Bio Beige pair. Yeah, kind of. And those set like a motherfucker too. Like, and then another one looks like the red version of the We the Best 3s, or a blue version of that.
It looks like sport blue painted.
But the We the Best look like a painted 3 too.
Yeah, I don't like those.
All painted red. Yeah, like they look cheap.
I take the
but I think it's really cool. I don't and this goes back to my point that I was going to say earlier that I forgot to. And then the other release is the Witherspoon, all blue corduroy. So right now, like as compared to the old Space Jam, when all the big sneaker stars were all athletes, now it's more entertainers, right? So, it's not the athletes that are getting that are selling out, on every pair, but like Travis Scott and.
Well, how many pairs are they releasing though? Because there
was a shit ton of the Cactus Jacks. I don't know if they were. I don't think they were GR like fresh bred GR. I just, I mean, like, and I know you know what I'm talking about. Like, we've talked about this before about how the sneaker star is no longer the athlete; it's the entertainer.
Right. But I also need to. I also need to look at apples to apples, because you're talking about, a superstar that has one shoe out of a line, and you're comparing them to somebody who has their own line that comes out with different colors. So, say one color comes out, and you're like, I can wait and get, support him with the next one. Just like the fresh bread. I was like, I can probably wait and get the next one, or I'll wait till it goes on sale. As opposed to a Travis Scott that drops, you got to get it that day, and that's it. If you don't get it that day, it's a wrap.
Right. Marcus, you've been around long enough to see every iteration, and you're a 3 guy, so I need to know your opinion on these 2 3s here.
Trash. I mean, if this shoe, being that it's limited, of course, it's going to have a high resale value. I mean, we probably won't even see it hit store shelves. Yeah, I don't know what the plans are for these shoes. I have no idea if they're going to be like the red ones or not.
It's a giveaway. There's a giveaway. That's it.
Okay, so if this shoe was a GR, it would sit. Period. This shoe would sit.
Now the one.
You think so?
The Khaled's, yes.
I think the Father of Assad would sell. The another ones wouldn't.
So you're telling me if the red and the blue pair, like the We the Best and the blue pair dropped, GR'd with the same marking and everything, like the We the Best on the heel tab, you think they would sit?
Man, I still see black cement 3s in stores.
But that was, how many pairs did they drop of those?
Million.
I'm saying a GR. If this was a GR.
Are we talking about like we're talking about 2017 GR, or are we talking about 2018 GR?
Well, there's different variations of GR, because
right. Because sorry, I don't know if my ass was out. I apologize. But like,
okay, just like we said, we thought the Travis Scott would do better than what it did. I mean, of course, it's sold out, but the resale value is not that great on it. The Travis Scott is a much better looking shoe than this shoe is.
So I mean, but it's similar to this though, right? And these shoes you don't see them nowhere.
They were $100.
Right, they did sit, but you don't see them nowhere now. You know what I'm saying?
No,
but they're outlets.
I'm not super mad at. I'm not super mad at the Father of Assad. The other one looked like the Sport Blues, and that was actually the worst 3. That's the worst 3 in my collection.
Well, that's the
threes.
three. That's the three that killed it, right? Like after that, they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna put these in the vault for a year."
I don't
Yeah,
mind.
that-
I don't mind them, but I just don't wear them. I mean, but
Bro,
that
it's like
shiny blue,
plastic.
that
Ew.
shiny blue looks.
Yeah, but I'm very interested to put the Father of Assad in my hand. I would feel the guy. Pause. Damn it!
You're trying to put men in your hand.
I want to put these men in my hand. No. The suede ones are dope, and I think I don't know if they're dope, but I want to see them in person. To me, those have my interest a little bit out of the two. And then as far as the Witherspoon, which we kind of skipped over a little bit, I'm an Air Max 1 and a Jordan 3 dude. So this is kind of touching that shit for me, and I'm interested. You have my interest. More so than when we were talking about, some of the other shit. You know what I mean? I'm not big on 33.
Michael Jackson LA gear.
Yeah, Michael Jackson LA gear. That was some fucking bullshit, guys.
I don't think this Witherspoon is gonna do as well as the first one.
I don't think so either.
No, it's definitely not. I mean, look, it's
the monotone.
Yeah, it's not nearly as fucking phenomenal of a shoe either.
I think if you drop the Witherspoon and the Khaled the same day with the same numbers, I think the Witherspoon would outsell the Khaled.
Yeah, I would agree. Air Max, because runners are hot right now, but I think that I don't think the threes would sit. I don't think the threes would sit.
And Sean kind of has more weight in the sneaker space than DJ Khaled. We're not talking about other shit. No.
Maybe on design. Maybe on design.
What I'm saying is when it comes to young ass kids that are building the hype around things.
Yeah.
I think
they're not. They are fanboying out over Sean.
Yeah. Anything he wears, anything vintage. I mean, they brought back Tommy.
Yes, they brought back Gas
and all that shit.
And I want to see this happen because, and I guess it is happening. I've wanted to see it happen because, Sean wasn't paid to do that shoe or get that shoe. Now, granted, it blew him the fuck up. It did amazing things for him, and he got a ton of other shit and opportunities and all that stuff. But it's dope to see him be able to do a shoe, and I'm assuming get paid for it this time. That's pretty cool. Kudos to anybody getting bread.
Right.
I don't know. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly wasn't a big fan of the first Sean Witherspoon.
God, I love it. I'm still trying
but I mean, I like you guys said before, I can see why people like him. I'd actually rather take the 3. And it almost looks like it needs a swoosh on it, though. I see it needs a swoosh. It needs to be
I disagree with that.
I think it would be dope. I think you put.
I would never get another. I like that one. The Tinker Sketch would be the only one I get.
The Tinker Sketch. I like the Bio Beige, and I like.
Did you get the Bio Beige?
I did not. That's the only one I don't have. I have the JTH, and I don't have the Bio Beige.
Do we want to? It's 9:56. Do we want to get into #hero?
Yeah, let's do that. And previewing our next week, our guest will be Trinidad James. Gold all of my nigga.
Hey, and shout out, hey John, thanks for helping me make that connection.
No problem. That's my brother.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's really cool, and he's an ATO guy for me. So thank you so much for making that happen. Anyway,
now we're rolling to the #hero. And my #hero is Dominican Koki, the boy Elvin, with these what is it? Yellow ochre Jordan 1s. It's a 6-shot. It's super crispy. So Dominican #hero. Maul did send in his #hero sneakers of San Francisco, San Quentin, California. The prison. These are 23s, right? Right. Jordan 23. You're the #hero from all.
I cannot see it. This one's always so behind.
So behind.
You want me to just run through them then?
Yeah, just run through.
All right, this one's Marcus's. This is KB Fresh Kicks with the Green Glow 4s. A super dope shot. I love these. Like I wore these the first time I met my wife. So they'll always have a special place in my sneaker history or whatever.
Kev killed his combo in this, man, and that's what I love. And usually I don't like a pick with like half the shoe cut off, but it works. It works in this picture for me.
Right,
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, he killed it. And then Danielson, we've got From the Soul with the Just Do It Air Force Ones. You want to say anything about it? It's a nice shot.
I'm trying to, like, I remember I sent it in. I'm waiting for it to pop up.
There's a lot of clarity in this shot.
Right. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Got it. Yeah. No, I really, really, really dig this shot. And I like the fact that you can actually see the holographic material on the swoosh. You know, and the tongue on it. It's just a really cool night shot. You know, I really dig night shots. I can't wear Air Forces like I used to. But I just really like this shot a whole bunch, and I like the way the Just Do It is. It's just a super clean shot all the way around. It's just well done. Well done.
So, are we all gonna stick with our own?
Oh, I think we should let John choose.
Yeah,
and I think that's what we
saying.
should do from now on is allow the guest to choose.
Dilly.
Dilly.
So John, which shoe would you, or which picture would you think be the best?
I really dig the Green Glow.
All right.
Yeah. And yeah, everything about that is hitting for me.
So
I agree with Marcus on the cutoff shoe, but gets a pass.
You got that wood grain in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So KB Fresh Kicks, KB
in the house too, I think, right?
KB number 2. KB number 2.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't he really be number 1 because he's around before? Yeah.
He has accepted his role as KB2. So he is KB.
Hey, Kev. Hey, he said that he wore his green glows on his first date with his wife too. So man, you know that's the homie, man. I think our birthdays are close, and then I think our kids' birthdays are close, or something like that. It's crazy, man. This my man. Pause.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to everybody who uses the hashtag regularly. What's the hashtag? What's the hashtag gonna be for? Hey, what did you say about mall missing? Minus the mall.
Minus the mall.
No, you said something else in the beginning.
We're mallless.
Mallless. Yeah. Yes, that's what it is. All right. So are we cool with that as the hashtag?
That's cool.
Hashtag mallless. That's 3 L's.
3 L's?
Yeah, 3 L's.
No.
MALL.
No,
2 L's.
2 L's. 2 L's.
It's 2 A's. It's 2 A's.
2 A's, 2 L's, 2 S's.
Hashtag. Okay, so it's MAALLESS. Oh wow. Okay, cool.
Bang bang.
Copy and paste that shit. Boom boom and enter and enter.
And from now on, we're gonna go ahead and if we do super chats throughout the show, we will put your name somewhere in the background for the following week. So keep that in mind.
And thank everybody so much for doing that.
Exactly. Adam Ellsworth, shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah, and you'll definitely get yourself a shout out on the page for sure.
And
yeah, y'all need to keep track of those so I can give them a shout out on the page. I don't know how we keep track, but
yeah, this is some that's some off the air combo right there, Marcus.
All right.
Yo, can I just shout out everybody that posted for me today? Like that.
Yes,
I'm not gonna really say everyone's names, but like a lot of dope heads and a lot of fam and everybody kind of post and push people towards coming to check us out today on Monday Midsole. So I appreciate you guys for coming and supporting my fam from Monday Midsole and myself as well, and Sneaker Inc. So thank you guys for all posting. Yeah, a lot of love there. So I appreciate all that.
So yeah, I want to shout out Maul, man. Maul rarely misses a show, so his absence is always felt. So he's out doing something crazy. And shout out to my brothers here who consistently show up, and even when I don't feel like showing up, they push me to show up. Especially old man Father Time. He's so mean to me here lately. I don't know what I did to him. Like I feel like because Big Ogden gone, like you all over my ass now. Like yo, bro. But anyway, shout out. And John, it's really been cool getting to know you over the past couple months, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I love the fact that you were just like, yeah, I don't know sneakers like that, but I'm really excited about it. Because I think a lot of times people come on the show that maybe haven't had a whole lot, and then they try to act like they're not. And I think that's really cool that you're just like, I'm new to this, and I think that's really dope.
Yeah, man. It's been a good, strong journey for a few years, but I'm not the guy that's been like, oh, I've been fucking banging them since 15 years and blah, 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 and all that. It's not it. And then I'm transparent about that shit, man. That doesn't mean I don't have a bunch of dead stock shoes that people have bestowed upon me from 15, 20 years ago and then some. But yeah.
Bestowed. I don't use that word.
I guess I have to use that because it's not like I just like, oh, I bought these at fucking ridiculous resale. I think bestow.
I do. I bestow my goddamn self. And shout out to
I won't be bestowing these upon you, my friend.
You should, and I don't know why you wouldn't.
He doesn't need anything.
Do things. You should do something good for the soldiers.
Yes, and I will be.
I'm not afraid to play that card. Wink, wink. Yeah. Shout out to the usual suspects as always. I don't know what's been going on, but I've gotten a lot of DMs here recently in reference to mental health, and people have just been struggling recently. So if you haven't heard from somebody in a while that you used to talk to a lot, make sure you send them a little DM or something. Just check on them. The weird thing about mental health is it traps you in your own mind, and you isolate from yourself, which just further induces the depression and the mental health. So always check on those you love. Make sure you give them a call back. Do the things that just reach out to those you love and make sure they know that you do. So shout out to your suspects, and I feel like I'm missing something, which is why I'm rambling. Anyway, God bless it.
All right. First of all, John, man, thank you for coming on and spending 2 hours plus with us. We definitely appreciate you coming on there and chopping it up. And thanks for jumping on that grenade with them shoes. It's probably one of the most fun gaps that I've had in a while.
Good. That's what it was supposed to be. That's what it was supposed to be, guys.
And shout out to the usual suspects. Definitely appreciate you guys showing support and
yes.
And your input throughout the show. Definitely helps us, continue this. So definitely appreciate that. I'm gonna go through my list of people who tagged me. Now, there's people that's tagged me in their post, and I can't pull that up real quick. And I worked throughout the day, and it's busy season for me, so I can't really interact as much as I used to be able to. So please bear with me. Beauty and Kicks, Sneaker Inc. Appreciate that. Adams Kicks, Kick the Habit, Gigi Wright, From the Soul, J Soul, Artez 501, Arios Ben. Let's see here. Jody Rockstar, D-Lo 1014, KB Fresh Kicks, E Nice Sneakerhead, John Fresh Kicks 3, Dominican Coquille, Retro Boomin', and I think that's
Adam Kicks. Did you get J Soul? You get them?
I don't know. I just read who tagged me. But yeah, that's what I got, man. I appreciate y'all. And if I missed you, hit me up. I'll write your name down. I'll get you next week. R2.
I need those too. I need those.
It's the Rock.
It's the Blueprint 2s, baby.
I need those.
You see the little
Father
samples?
Time.
All right, John, man, appreciate you for coming on.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you.
Your stories were great. I mean, you got a new fan. You one of my favorite guests so far. You got new
Man,
fans.
thank you. That means a lot to me. Seriously.
For sure.
That's all love. This was awesome.
Gotta have you back on again. Usual suspects, appreciate you guys. Once again, we are planning to go to Atlanta for SneakerCon. Got a lot of people already saying they're going, a lot of people booked. Hit me up if you need some information or hit up Daniel or whatever. But yeah, we got some big things planned. Gonna have fun and fellowship as we do. And what else we got? Sunday will be, I know we were supposed to do the show yesterday, but Sunday will be the Red Cup Lounge. Damn it, I forgot what time I said, but I'll post it.
You said 2, I think. No,
2.
Never mind. It wasn't 2. 3?
I think it's 2.
Okay.
It may be 2 or somewhere around there.
Eastern Standard Time. It's 2 Eastern Standard
it's just gonna be the
Not
intro
Eastern, CST. 2 CST.
Yeah, 2:00 Central Standard Time. And it's just gonna be me and BG. We're just gonna talk, just introduce ourselves. You get to know who she is, and then from then going forward, we're gonna have only female sneakerhead guests come on. So come and check us out. We're excited about that. And again, Trinidad James, man, I'm super hyped about that next week. Trinidad James, y'all come check us out. Tell your friends, tell your family. Come and see us. And with that, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
We out.
Nah, they was like grabbing, man. They was tripping. They was slanging like, yeah, like that. They grab, yeah.